Okay, so before I get too far ahead of myself, I want to show you some of the radiant barriers that I'm putting in and how I'm attaching the radiant barrier to the wall. I thought I was going to staple everything in, but in the end it turns out I'm just going to glue it in because that's the easiest way to do it. So let's take a look. Right now you can see I have a couple in there already, and then you can see the wall with the dampening material to the left and then the radiant barrier to the right. But probably the important thing here is that beneath the radiant barrier is a standoff. The standoff is made of these foam bars, and the standoff is important because the radiant barrier, the Reflectix, has to have an air gap to be effective. If it doesn't have an air gap, it has almost no insulation value. So what I'm doing is I'm using the standoffs to create a gap. So over here I cut all these pieces to length, and then these pieces basically sit against the wall. I'm going to glue them in place, and when I put the radiant barrier on, it's going to create a gap as thick as the foam. So in this case it's about a 1/2 inch, maybe 5/8, and so there's going to be a big empty space in between these foam pieces, and that will increase the effectiveness of the radiant barrier. So basically I'm going to spray these with adhesive, and I'll do that right now, and then I'll show you as I put them in place, and then I'll put the foam in place on top of that. Alright, so I've got the adhesive sprayed on these pieces of foam, and I'm just going to press them into place. Don't have to be too careful about it. So now if you look from the side, you can see just how much the Reflectix is going to stand off from the wall. So that's where the gap is going to be. And the next thing will be to actually spray this side of the foam and then apply the Reflectix all the way from the top to the bottom. I've got some glue on there. So now let's see if I can get this piece of Reflectix on. So, and there you have it. So that's how I'm applying the radiant barrier to the walls so that there's going to be an air gap. And I'm hoping that that's going to be maybe the number one most important thing, especially because I'm located in the southwest and the sun is absolutely brutal. I've got the fan running right now, and it's already hot in here. So hopefully once I have this all the way around and in the ceiling, it's really going to cut down on the heat coming straight into the van.